Sheridan I was telling you about, Sheridan soap. And so what we do is we have our workers and our volunteers will kind of do a surface scraping on the bars, and then we put it through a sterilization soap. We used to steam it. We're not steaming it anymore. We just put it through the sterilization rinse, dry it on the drying racks over in that area, and then once it's dry, it just gets boxed up, palletized, and prepared for shipment through one of our distribution partners. So, every month, World Vision International picks up a semi-truck full of soap, 26 pallets of soap, shampoo, conditioner, lotions. We found that lotions are in great demand in places like sub-Saharan Africa, where the HIV and AIDS epidemics, open sores and skin sores that are caused by the heat and the dry conditions can spread that disease at a much faster rate, and so those lotions and conditioners can actually help protect their skin and keep that outbreak from happening. Initially, we thought only soap, shampoo, and conditioner, and then we found out lotions in huge demand in Africa, so we really stepped up the effort for that.
Do you have a way of sterilizing lotion, like if there's some that's a little older?
Yeah, what we do with the bottle amenities when those come in is we have a sorting area over here where our volunteers and employees, again, will check the bottles. If they're more than 70% full, they get placed in a rinse bin, rinsed off, sterilized exteriorly, caps are tightened, and then they're just boxed as is, because there's really no process for us to put those bottle amenities through to determine the sterility of it. Anything that's 70% or less, the bottles are just sent straight for recycling. So eventually we'll branch off into a plastics recycling for profit, because the issue with hotel amenities now is that the bottles are too small for most recycling facilities, that they actually will fall through the sorter and end up in the trash. And so we want to get into small plastic bottle recycling so that we can offer that service to the hospitality industry and say, now you can know that your plastic bottle amenities 100% across the board are going to be recycled.
Cool.
So that'll be a big deal for them. Recording.
Okay, hi. I'm Sarah, and I'm here at Clean the World headquarters in Orlando, Florida, with my friend Jeremy Chambers. Jeremy has been showing me around the facility along with my husband and my daughter, the head of Girly Arts Made by Me. And we are here in the warehouse where the magic happens, where they take all these soap scraps and all these little partial bars and full bars that soap makers send in and get them ready to ship all over the world to people, to children who need them in countries that are plagued with diarrheal diseases and cholera, as well as HIV and some other deadly diseases such as that. So Jeremy, wonderful to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
I love what you're telling me here, so we're going to continue our tour. And just for y'all, we're going to give you an insider look at what's going on here.
Well, right over here we have two of our employees who are doing our surface scraping process. They remove all the surface debris and any stuff from the soap. Most of the soaps freeze all of these.
Yep.
You know, they come in and they're barely used. There's hardly anything that needs to be done to them. Just a light surface scraping into a clean bin, and then we go over to the sterilization station, which is over this way.
Mary, stand next to it, please, so we get an idea how big the boxes are. Okay. We get an idea how big the boxes are.
This is our sterilization station. During the day, our Miss Veronica Shivers will actually take all of the soap that has already been surface cleaned. She'll run it through a bleach, soap, and water solution to sterilize it and remove all the bacteria and germs that could potentially find its way onto the bar soap. And then it's placed on these drying racks until it's dry, and then from here it's dumped back into these bins over here. This has all been sterilized, and then the next stage for this is our boxing station, which is typically done by volunteers, where we'll have volunteers come in and just box the soap up, tape them shut, write the number of soap, write the number of bars on each box, and palletize it and get it ready for shipment.
Right.
And the neat thing for the volunteers is when we let them know that the next time that this bar of soap touches a human's hand, it'll be saving their life.
Wow.
And so that, for a lot of volunteers, that really makes the difference for them. They realize that, okay, this bar that I'm putting in this box is going to save somebody's life. For me, it might be a piece of trash or just something I would just throw away. But for that person, I mean, it's as good as any type of medication or vaccine that they could get anywhere.
Yeah. That's one of the things I thought about when I was dumping all the scraps in that bag.
Absolutely.
Like, wow.
I mean, it's you know, we know, and even being in the marketing department and communications department, where we're press releases and websites and videos, and we're just all about the visual image of Clean the World, is keeping in mind that at the end of the day, even doing those things helps save lives.
Yeah.
And for the soap makers like yourself, and for our fan base in general, by telling somebody about us, by promoting us, by telling somebody about the text to donate option, or to ship some soap in, or to host a soap drive, all of those things are life-saving components of what we do. Everybody that's involved with Clean the World on any level is changing history with us. And that's really the best part of it.
That's awesome.
So we'll go over to the bottle sorting area. No, seriously, you can take it. What we do is when any kind of lotion, shampoo, conditioner comes in, they'll screw the tops on, make sure they're good. If they're 70% full or more, they'll take those and spray them down with a hose, make sure they're wiped down and clean. They get boxed up, sent overseas. If it's 70% or less, we send it to a recycling center locally. We do get a lot of new soap, which we pass over here. New soap from soap drives. We have a store on Amazon.com where people can buy brand new bars of soap and have it shipped directly to us if they can't organize a soap drive, or don't want to, if they just want to do something simple, they can just buy their soap and get free shipping through Amazon. And so we've got a good response there. And a percentage of each sale actually goes back to Clean the World, so that's kind of neat too. We get a win-win. And we had a school district in Minnesota that was able to provide us with, I think it was 11 pallets of brand new soap through their school district. And one of the parents owned a logistics company and took care of all the transportation and the soap for us. So it was a huge, huge deal.
Yeah, I think that was fairly recent, wasn't it? Because I thought I saw that on Facebook. Yeah.
This is our shipping and logistics guy, Kevin. Hotels call our partner relations department. Say, hey, we're half full. We need new bins. We need shipping labels. All the bins come in full of soap, shampoo, conditioner, lotions. Then the new bins go out to replace them. That way there's no disruption in their service, their collection process. And we just got in about 2,000 bins today, and I'm sure those will probably be gone within the week. I know we're shipping out at least 400 today, so the turnover rate is huge on this. The hotels, we have hotels who are contributing 200 and 300% more than what we projected them to send. Some of the housekeepers are so excited about what we do that they're getting caught putting new bars in there. They're like, oh, we just got to get them soap. For a lot of the housekeepers, particularly in Central Florida and South Florida, a lot of them are from the Haiti region, from the Caribbean area, and so they know that what I'm putting in this bin could very well find its way to a family member's hands who needs it, or at least my homeland. So it's very, very personal and very emotional for them. And I met one woman who had actually lost some family members in the earthquake last year, and just a wonderful woman who she understood the need and appreciated what we were doing and what everybody involved with Clean the World was doing for her family and her people.
Wow.
The rest of this is just warehouse space. We get these barrels here are brand new soap donated from an amenity provider. We get overstocked barrels up there. Oh, wow. We get cases and pallets and barrels of brand new soap from amenity providers, whether it be overstock or discontinued. One time we had an amenity provider contact us and say, yeah, I think we got maybe a couple 100,000 bars for you in our warehouse. We'll audit it and we'll let you know. Well, they came back, they had 4 million bars of soap.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
They were a little off on their estimation, but thankfully they erred to the low side. Everything that comes in gets weighed. Everything from mom and pop soap makers who send in, you know, maybe a box of scraps, or all the way up to the bins with hundreds of pounds of soap from the hotel partners. So, and some of our partners, particularly Disney properties, will bring in garbage cans full of soap from them. Back over here, one of our biggest supplies of soap is the casinos out in Las Vegas. We signed a corporate agreement with Harrah's Entertainment, which is now Caesars Entertainment, and we actually get these Gaylord boxes full of soap from each partner. It'll be written on here, this was the Caesars pickup. So everything in here came from the Caesars family of hotels.
Smells good back here.
Same thing in here. You get used to it after a while.
I know. Yep. People walking in my house, what's that smell? Like, I don't smell anything. Maybe patchouli, lavender, lilac blend. I don't know. Yeah. So, what's the green? Where'd the green come from? I've never seen soap that color before. That's probably a seaweed.
Bliss. Yeah, this is probably in Vegas.
Okay.
Just because it's all Gaylord.
Massage, little guest massage bars.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we got some here too. Unfortunately, there's two things that you're missing by being here now. One of them is going to be the mural of a picture of children that's going to be painted up above that office area there by one of our employees, Chris.
Oh, wow.
And the other one is the big one, and that's the soap press.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be here by July.
I was hoping the soap press would be here now because I was so looking forward to seeing it.
I know. It's an incredible machine. We actually named that Priscilla. Priscilla Presley.
Yes. I remember you mentioning it.
We name our equipment here. It's bizarre, but we do it.
Yeah, I can kind of sympathize with that because I sort of name mine. It makes it perform better if it's personal.
Now, all this tile was actually donated by a company in Texas. 3,500 square feet of vinyl composite tile. It's the exact same tile that they're putting in all the Walmarts nationwide. And myself and a couple other employees got the tile started, showed them how to lay it, and spent about a week and a half of just doing sections at a time, and a brand new floor.
Cool.
And we'll have to kind of quarantine the press from the general public.
Yeah.
And then have a volunteer area where we can continue to do team building events, church groups, school groups, Girl Scout troops, all those types of events that we do here. So we're really excited about the future of CleanTheWorld.
So when you have the scraps, the small scraps that soap makers send in, or those, you know, really pretty used bars, where do those become pull bars?
We run it all through that grinder. All the scraps and all the really beat up bars go through our grinder, and then we box it up and palletize it. And then about every 6 weeks, we take a trip to Alabama, where the soap press currently is, and we process it all, box it all up, and bring it back for distribution. So while we work out all the financing and the logistics of getting the machine here, the current owner is letting us come out there and continue to process new bars. Some of the NGOs we work with prefer to have new bars versus recycled bars, which is really important. So that allows us to continue to meet that need.
Yeah.
So that's about it.
Okay.
All right. Well, Jeremy, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me, show me the facilities.
Oh, we
This has been great. I've got soap here. This is about 50 ounces. So what does this one do?
That is going to be about 20 bars of soap by the time we're done reprocessing it and rebatching it, and that will be enough soap to provide 2 kids with soap for an entire month.
Wow.
So this little bit of scrap here will go a long way in the developing countries and helping prevent the spread of treatable and preventable diseases.
Yeah, that is wonderful. I'm glad. It's just a little bit. I have 2 kids, so you know, I
Every
think
little
about
balance.
some other mom who has 2 kids, and your kids are going to be a little bit healthier.
Absolutely.
I've got some more you're going to be getting in another couple months or so.
We look forward to it. Thanks for bringing your family by. We really enjoyed having you guys, and we're welcome here anytime.
Thank you. Thank you for being such gracious hosts. It was wonderful to meet you.
You too.